Governor Scott Walker back on the job in the state capitol today.
But there are questions about what's next for the governor after abruptly ending his run for president. Political reporter Jessica Arp is live at the Capitol with where he goes from here. Jess.
Well, yeah, we know tonight that the governor made this decision after having a meeting with some of his closest advisors at his Maple Bluff residence yesterday morning, a decision that today puts him on track to try to boost fallen approval ratings and mend fences with lawmakers.
As Assembly leadership planned their Thursday calendar of bills, lawmakers in the Capitol were also considering what happens next now that Governor Walker is out of the presidential race and back in the building, as he tweeted he was this morning, meeting with staff.
Governor Walker has spent more time out of the state. I've heard some complaints about that, I'm not going to lie, but I think that many of those will fall by the wayside as he re-engages with Wisconsin, talks about all the issues that are important to him, just like he's done really for the past 4 years.
Despite some friction between Wisconsin Republicans and Walker for his campaign trail tales of Act 10 earlier this year, Republicans say they believe Walker will be on the same page with some of the things they're already pushing, reform of John Doe laws and the Government Accountability Board.
Are there nuances where people want to work a little harder to work on some of the bills that they care about, to get the governor a little more involved in some issues that they're particularly interested in? Yeah, probably. But I think we're always on the same page as far as the same reforms we want to fight for.
But Democrats say Walker should reevaluate his agenda in Wisconsin after a campaign that aimed to please Republican primary voters.
I hope the governor, after traveling the country and talking to a broad range of people, and might take a second look here and say maybe we do have to fit a little closer to what the people want, as opposed to what the far right wing of our party is directing us to do.
Those in the room for the decision at the executive residence Monday, including senior advisor Ed Goaz, tell News 3 there wasn't a specific strategy for what happens next, other than to end a campaign that had gone into debt and refocus on 3 years of the governorship, a term most believe he will continue to serve.
And he promised the people that he would serve out his term if he were elected as governor. So that might be one promise he might want to keep.
Now, some Republican strategists that we talked to today said that they thought that the governor may also be a sought-after pundit on this 2016 race, given that he has experience with it, and he may do some of that in the coming months. They also think that could help him set up well for a future run for president if he so chooses, or to be in another political position on the short list for a vice presidency or a cabinet position. His first major decision, though, now as governor, will be whether or not to support a new Supreme Court justice in the wake of the death of Supreme Court Justice Patrick Crooks. There are some pushing for that to happen quickly, others who have concerns about appointing someone who is currently running for the race. That will be something the governor will make a decision on in the coming days.
It'll be interesting to see his next moves in the days and weeks ahead. Jessica, thank you.